and ladies like her are one of the reasons why these things continue. Because it wasn't just once. This incident, this one, I came to his office, he came to my, we have a high number of ladies who rather than read, who rather than spend time studying, simply want to give up their bodies for marks. And there is a just
you
like
said she's innocent. She was innocent.
Yeah, she said. We've gotten to this point. Like I said, we've gotten to this point in Nigeria when we should get serious. When if a man says he's innocent, we listen to what he's saying, and then we pick holes in it because we've been there. And so I've been in a Nigerian university, and when I listen to a lady who is innocent, I know. Like I said, we've gone the whole hog. We've paid the price for doing things. I won't even mention here.
At the end of the day, was she really innocent?
She's a witness. It's a matter in court. But I'm saying we have 80% of ladies in our universities. And she sounded like one of them. We encourage it. Because this is not, look, if I don't want something, let me give an example. If I'm being harassed by a female boss, and I don't want this, it's going to be clear. I came to her office innocently. She summoned me. I came to her office and she did that. And I said, no, you're my boss. I don't want this. Everybody's going to listen to that. And anybody who has been in those shoes or who understands how systems work is going to know that I shouldn't include the other time we also went to Crunches. Oh, sorry, I mentioned the name of the place. We also went to this place, and then she did this, and I told her, take your hand off me. And then another time she was in my home, and then another time we were in a football field, we went to watch a match. For heaven's sake, I'm an adult. I'm above 18. I'm an adult.
Some of these things come with threats.
Look, like I said.
You might be in your final year, and the lecturer is threatening you. And when you report the lecturer, he makes things very, very difficult
like I said, I've been in that situation. I've been in the campus. So I'm not.
You're a man.
I'm not. Like I said, we know ladies being on campus. We know ladies who are innocent, and people are trying to take advantage of them. But then we also know, we can't pretend we don't know, that there is an industry on Nigerian campuses of ladies who rather than stay in school and read, are doing runs, are prostituting, are moving from campus to Abuja to make money, are moving to Lagos, travel. I had them as classmates. I had them in the faculty. We had them on campus. And they are the big ladies in school. And they are already attending parties. They're on social media. They're doing wah. And they are looking for... Look, there are two things that happen on campus.
Most of them, they are the ones that pay their school fees.
I don't give a damn. There are two things that happen on campuses. Sex for marks. Money for marks. I don't care if I'm the breadwinner, if he's a breadwinner in his family. Because we have lots of young men who are also breadwinners. I had them in my class. And I'm not saying those are the ones guilty of what I'm going to say next. But we know gentlemen who, rather than read and study, whether they are doing whatever they are doing, different kinds of crime, different kind of things, and they are lazy, but they are rich. They go back home, they buy rice, they bring money, they bring wine, and they go to the... I'm not justifying when the lecturer does it, what the lecturer does. But I'm simply saying there is a demand and supply to these things. And we need to get to that point where we address it. We must call out and punish randy lecturers. We must. Regardless of whether the boys, the undergraduates, whether they are male or female, are guilty. It does not absolve the lecturer. We must begin to punish that. Call them out and punish them. 100%, I'm all for that.
Some schools, they might just be very, very, they find it difficult. Maybe they don't want to lose this lecturer. This lecturer is actually very good at what he does, and they don't want to lose this lecturer. Even when you report the lecturer, they don't do much to it. The only thing they will just tell you is just to be careful. Whenever he comes back again, you just keep reporting him. And at the end of the day, they don't do the needful.
I speak in specifics. I'll say it once again. Anybody, we are Nigerians. Anybody who has been to the university should go and read. Should go and read what that girl is saying. Once, twice, Once is a mistake. Twice is a coincidence. 3 times, oh God, don't play with our intelligence. We must get to that point where nobody should play with our intelligence. You know, I was reading that, and I'm just saying, and like I said, we must deal with. Look, if you want to stop something, you deal with everywhere it raises its head, you deal with it.
Every loophole.
We must deal with these lecturers. We must deal with the system. We must also deal. This one you're talking about is a serious problem. We must deal with it. Where you report, and nothing is done. We must deal with that. But then we must also deal with a culture on our campuses where we have ladies. Look, they scout for these lecturers. They seduce these lecturers. You know.
Seduce?
I've been, look, I'm not just going
you
to say things
including full clothes, and you can even look like a church girl.
Look,
they'll still see you.
Look, like I said, like I said, nothing justifies anything. For me. Nothing justifies anything. For instance, I'll give you an example. You know, when we talk about rape, and people say she's, look at the way she dressed. No, I say, no, let's deal with 2 different things. Let's deal with the rapists. Give him no excuse whatsoever. Deal with him. And then let's also deal with another problem. These are 2 separate problems. With the way our ladies dress, deal with it as a separate problem. Deal with it. But when you are dealing with one, don't bring another one. Don't try to justify it. Don't ever let our children hear, don't let our sons hear that a lady not being properly dressed is a reason to molest her. We teach our sons to be, you know, we teach our sons to be disciplined. And we punish them when they deviate. But then we also deal with our ladies. Call them out and deal with our ladies. This is not the way to dress. This is not the way to dress. These are 2 separate things. So like I said, you know, the lecturers who do this, we punish them, we deal with them. But then we also face the ladies who give off their bodies. Who said, look, I'm a man. And when I say this lecturer said this, for heaven's sake, I know exactly what I'm saying. You know, and just like I'll also say, when we have young men on our campuses driving fancy cars, you know, throwing money around, lavish money around. And also looking for lecturers. Look, we all have family problems. We all have financial issues. It's in the news today. We're going to talk about all of that. High cost of living and all of those things. And it's difficult for you to be put in a position where somebody needs a favor from you. And that favor is going to, the person is ready to dip their hands into their pocket and offer you an amount of money. An amount of money that's going to fill your fuel tank for, you know, for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Pay your children's school fees. You know, make your wife go to the market decked up. People are going back home and they are coming back and they are bringing 200,000 naira hair for your wife. And they are bringing these gifts and they are bringing that. You deal with the 2 problems. You deal with somebody who should be a father and who allows himself or herself to fall for that tantrum. But for heaven's sake, you also don't absorb these boys. So, look, the point I'm trying to make is we can't have a social problem in our society. And then each time we are talking, we're just focusing on one. Look, once there is demand, you know, as long as there is heaven and there is earth.
This just reminded me.
Once there is demand, there will be supply.
Of a classmate I used to have when I was in primary school. She was just gisting me when we were still in university. Yeah. We didn't go to the same school. She went to a different school. So it's not when we graduated. We met and we were just talking about our results. She was like, that there's this particular, as we were talking, she just got a news that one of her lecturers, you know, died. And she was not gisting me about this lecturer, how she was brainwashing this particular man. This man was all over her. You have to give me this before you get this. She was just giving him empty promises that, don't worry, when school, when I graduate, you can get it anywhere you want it. So this guy kept on hoping until when she graduated, that was how she just disappeared from the school. She never like came back. The guy kept on calling her, was like, you just used me. You made me pass you. You made me like give you your correct grade without even doing the needful. She was like, because I deserve it. It's not as if I paid you for it. This was actually what I wrote and you gave it to me. So it's not as if I'm giving you you're giving me what I did not write. Do you understand? So
all right, praise the Lord. Thank God for her life. All right, we move to the major ones today.
Yeah.